Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you again. I'm teacher Ria, and this time I'd like to explain for you material for this morning entitled English for Now. So please check this video from beginning until the end and see you again.
I don't think we have met. I am Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. I'm Carl.
Hi, Carl. So, how do you know Jane?
Oh, Jane and I used to work together at a coffee shop.
Oh, you mean when you're working in Japan?
That's right. How do you know her?
Actually, Jane is my cousin. Our mothers are sisters.
No way. You two don't look anything alike.
Well, now it's time for me to explain for you our next material for today's meeting. It's about English pronoun. Okay, this is our basic components. The same as last week's. Okay, then what is pronoun? A pronoun is a word that substitute for a noun or a noun phrase in a sentence. Or in bahasa, we call it kata ganti orang ya. Oke, jadi ada berapa jenis itu English pronouns? Nah, ini dia, the total is about 5 ya, dibagi berdasarkan subjeknya. Nah, jenis subjek yang pertama yaitu first person I, and the second person you, the third person male he, the third person female she, the third thing atau benda it, and then the first person in plural we, the second person in plural you, and then the third person and thing plural in plural they ya. Ini untuk jenis subject pronouns. So what is subject pronouns, guys? Nah, kata ganti orang yang berfungsi sebagai subjek dalam kalimat ya. So the function of these pronouns from I until they are functioned as subject in a sentence ya. And usually we put it in the beginning of the sentence ya, the first possession in the sentence ya. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. So there are two kinds of you here. You yang pertama adalah the second person, but it's in singular form. And then the second person untuk yang bentuk jamak or in plural form ya. Jadi ada dua di sini jenisnya, you yang bermakna Anda sendiri, ada you yang maknanya Anda sekalian atau Anda jamak gitu ya. And then the second pronoun is object pronouns, the same as subject pronouns but the difference only on the position in a sentence Subject pronouns usually the first possession in a sentence, and object pronouns usually in the third or fourth possession And object pronouns is a pronoun that the function as an object in a sentence me dari I untuk subjek you also the object, and then a subject he, for object it will be him, she, her, it, we, us, you, they, them subject it could be the first possession in the sentence. Object pronouns also can stand alone bisa berdiri sendiri. Kemudian let's move to this the third possessive adjectives untuk subjek the first person atau I, dia makna atau kata sifat kepemilikan atau adjective possessive di sini menjadi my atau milik saya Nah, di sini possessive adjectives because it is an adjective, so it cannot stand alone in a sentence You need to put noun after you write down the possessive adjectives ya. Kayak misalnya my bag ya, nggak bisa kita nyebutnya I have my apa. Jadi tidak ada kejelasan di situ. So to make it clear, you need to put down or to write down other word or it can be noun ya. Misalnya tadi I put my bag ya, I have my bag. Jadi bag di sini fungsinya sebagai noun dan keterangannya atau kata sifatnya adalah my ya. Jadi dimiliki oleh saya seperti itu. Your untuk you, his, he, her, she, kemudian it, its, our itu dari subjek we, kemudian your dari subjek you, their untuk dari subjek they ya. And then the fourth pronouns. Let's move to possessive pronouns. Bedanya mereka dua ini apa ya, antara possessive adjective sama possessive pronouns? Dua-duanya sama-sama menunjukkan kepemilikan, tetapi satunya kata sifat, satunya kata ganti orang ya. Satunya adjective ini tidak bisa berdiri sendiri. Satunya adjective ini tidak bisa berdiri sendiri, maksudnya kita tidak bisa menulisnya sendiri, my sendiri gitu doang ya, tapi harus ada kata lain setelahnya. Nah, kalau possessive pronouns ini bisa berdiri sendiri, maksudnya kita bilang mine saja sudah cukup gitu, artinya dapat gitu ya. Oke, I, mine, kemudian you, yours, his dari subjek he, hers dari subjek she. Tidak digunakan untuk possessive pronouns yang third thing ya, atau benda. Kemudian ours, we, yours dari subjek you, theirs dari subjek they. Kemudian the last pronouns is reflexive pronouns ya, yang apa ya namanya ini, mencerminkan bahwa ini kerjaannya atau suatu tindakan dalam kalimat itu dikerjakan oleh kata ganti oleh orang tersebut kayak gitu ya. Ya seperti myself, diri saya sendiri, yourself, diri Anda sendiri, himself, diri dia sendiri, laki-laki, herself, diri dia perempuan sendiri, itself ya benda, ourself, yourself, dan themselves ya. Dan the source from this picture is from 7esl.com, and then you can check also, you may check the website on it yeah. So I think it's clear enough for English pronouns yeah, and I have given you an example for using English pronouns in the conversation ya. Di situ ada subjek, kemudian ada me, ada juga subjek possessive adjective, misalnya kata tadi yang disebutkan sama Carl atau Stacy ya tadi, my cousins ya, sepupu saya. Jadi nggak bisa kita nyebutnya she's mine, dia milik saya apa yang dimiliki itu ya. Jadi lebih tepatnya dikasih kata benda yang lain, yaitu contoh tadi adalah cousins atau sepupu ya. Oke, berikutnya. Okay, let's go on to other examples for English pronoun. This time I take example from first person subject ya. I, me, my, mine, and myself. Example, I have 3 books and 2 pens in my bag ya. Di sini I use subject I ya. I here as the subject pronouns atau kata ganti kata ganti orang yang berfungsi sebagai subjek karena dia posisi pertama juga ya. And then I use the second sentence, you call me every night to remind me about homework. Ya, me here di sini adalah object pronoun. Nah, posisinya dia di posisi ketiga dalam kalimat ya, after predicate or verb, setelah kata kerja di situ. Ya, oke. Kemudian the third example, it is not my car. Ya, possessive adjective dari I, kepemilikan mobilnya ini dia yang miliki, tapi di kalimat ini bukan milik dia mobilnya katanya ya. Oke, the fourth sentence, the blue house over there is mine. Nah, di sini adalah mine, di sini adalah possessive pronouns ya, dan bisa berdiri sendiri ya, dan maknanya sudah dapat kayak gitu ya. Nggak kayak possessive adjective yang mesti kata lain lagi untuk menjelaskan kalimatnya gitu ya. Jadi dia mesti ada temannya. Kalau main ini atau possessive pronouns bisa berdiri sendiri ya, nggak perlu ada ditemenin gitu. Okay, the last sentence, I'm going to make myself a sandwich and get back to work ya. Here the example is myself ya, adalah reflexive pronouns dari subjek I ya, to make myself a sandwich. Jadi dia bikin roti lapis nih buat diri dia sendiri kayak gitu ya, diperuntukkan buat dia sendiri itu. Okay, so those are examples for English pronouns in sentences ya. I do hope you can understand the explanation for English pronouns and also the examples. Yeah, let's go on to about family. Yeah, family is the smallest social institution. In the family there are family members and then co-family members of father, mother, daughter and son, and extended family members are grandfather, grandmother, aunt, uncle, cousin, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, and etc. Yeah, so let's go on to the next slide, and here are the examples and then the words we can use for mentioning members of the family in English ya. Ini dari www.grammar.id, is it? Yeah, .ci, no, not .id, yeah, .ci. Or you can find it also in www.woodwordenglish.com or vocabulary.ci ya. Okay, grandfather and grandmother married. Yeah, punya anak di sini, uncle, mother, and aunt. Yeah, where is you? Okay, we found here you, Anda di sini. Misalnya married, ya bisa wife or husband, and then you got son, daughter-in-law. Ini adik ipar ya. Son-in-law juga sama. Kemudian sister-in-law di sini, terus ada nephew, ini keponakan. Ini saya jelasin dari atas. Grandfather, kakek, grandmother, nenek, ya, uncle, as you may know, temannya aunt, ya, paman dan bibi. Kemudian father, mother, ayah, ibu, saudara perempuan, brother, sister, brother, saudara laki-laki. Wife, husband, suami istri, cousin, sepupu, son, anak laki-laki, daughter, anak perempuan, nephew, keponakan laki-laki, niece, keponakan perempuan ya, grandson, cucu cowok, granddaughter, cucu cewek gitu. Okay, that's the end of our lesson today. Thank you so much for listening to my explanation, and for this week we don't have any homework because our previous homework or assignment juga belum kelar ya. Teman-teman yang lain atau teman-teman kalian satu kelas belum banyak yang upload juga, masih ada beberapa yang ketinggalan. So please pay attention to your penilaian pengetahuan di KI 13 first ya. Nanti saya koreksi beberapa itu, and then after you got the feedback, you need to record a video about introduction of yourself ya, and then upload it in penilaian keterampilan or KI4 ya. Thank you so much for listening, and as usual I give you a quote or motivation for today. The best way to predict the future is to create it by Abraham Lincoln. So if you want to be a fluent speaker of English in the future, you need to make it happen. Bukannya diem saja, tapi harus diwujudkan gitu ya. So thank you so much, dan jangan lupa untuk klik subscribe, like, comment, dan juga share ya. Terima kasih buat hari ini. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alright, how's the lesson? Is it fun? Do you understand or do you have any questions so far? So, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for listening and watching the material from the beginning until the end. And if you have some questions, please let me know and contact me in WhatsApp or even in our group in WhatsApp group. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, or even share the video, and I hope I can see you again in the next 2 weeks. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Bye.